We could go on about this one.
Hey! It's Mara. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have two special guests, and they are
Maggie
and Leanne. Yep. If you guys watched my Myrtle Beach video, they were 2 out of the 3 co-stars. And we're here to do part 2 of my high school advice series. All 3 of us recently graduated from high school, and I've already done part 1, which is more of like the academic, school, stuff like that. And so now we're gonna do more of the fun stuff. So like relationships, friendships, all that kind of stuff that will help you in high school. Again, this is a video if you are in middle school and are about to start high school, or if you're already in high school and just want to be a little more enlightened.
Don't wait to get your license. Leanne and I both failed our test twice before we got our license, and I cried in the DMV bathroom twice.
It's really nice to be able to like drive yourself to school because you get to like be able to go to morning activities without like needing your parents to drive you. Like sophomore year and like the beginning of junior year is like kind of awkward time because like everyone has their license, but like not everyone has like their 6 months. So it's like harder. It's like harder to get places, especially if you don't have a license. Don't be the one friend that doesn't have your license because it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of the people who wait to get their license, like they're annoying because they just like assume you're gonna give them a ride places and don't ever thank you and are the most annoying kind of people. Sorry if you're one of those people, but just get your license, please.
The next thing is to get a job, but like don't feel pressured to. So if you like don't have anything else going on, I definitely recommend getting a job, especially before college. It gives you a lot of like real life experiences as well as you have a lot of money saved up. If you have stuff going on, don't like worry about getting a job because it's really helpful, but it's not like the end of the world if you don't have a job.
Pick your priorities, because if you like have a bunch of extracurriculars, you're doing school, you have a job, like you're not gonna have any time to like romance.
One of my biggest recommendations is to go to like school events, like go to things like pep rallies, football games. I didn't go to that many football games when I was in high school. I kind of wish I had. It's always fun to like show school spirit, and definitely if your school has spirit days, do them, because if you don't do them, you're lame.
I went to my first baseball game, like my first high school baseball game, the Thursday before school got canceled because of Corona, and that was my biggest regret because going to baseball games was so fun and like I love baseball, so that was just something I regret. So just go to like sports events, go to like even like go see like the school plays and like the musicals, just stuff like that. You know, you're only in high school once, so you should really like experience all those different things. And you could go to like one like musical and then realize that looked really fun. Maybe I should try that, or like go to like a baseball game and be like, wow, I should go to more and like support the baseball team, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, and like I only went to like a few football games from my high school career, and like I really wish I'd gone to more. Like I look back and I'm like, that looks so fun. I went to like a few random like games that like no one goes to. Like I went to like a random soccer game and a tennis match, I don't know, and it was like fun to experience. So I would just like try everything at least once.
No matter what you do, you are gonna run into some drama. You're gonna have drama with your friends, and you just can't avoid you cannot avoid it. The drama that we've had like between the 3 of us and like our whole other friend group was so much, but we were talking about it last night. We learned so much from it, and it really helped us grow as people. So drama's gonna happen. You're gonna maybe lose some friends. Your friends are gonna do things that stab you in the back. You might do things that stab your friends in the back. Like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, but I mean, you just have to learn from it and grow from it.
What I would definitely say is like pick your battles, because there are things worth getting upset over, and there are things that are just not at all in any way, shape, or form. Like if people don't invite you somewhere, why would you want to be somewhere where like they don't want you, or like push yourself into a situation?
I didn't really super get involved with drama, because I just like at that point I just kind of was like, do I really care that much? Because it's just not gonna affect you that much later in life. So just kind of brush it off. Don't like take it super seriously or anything.
I feel like everything was so dramatic in middle school. I don't know if that was like just because of like our friend group, but like once you get to high school, you just care so much less about that because you're more kind of just focused on yourself. And that's how it should be, honestly.
Another thing is don't burn bridges or be petty. You don't gain anything out of like being petty towards other people.
Cutting people off is so dramatic. I feel like just like don't hang out with them if you don't want to hang out with them, and then like come back to it later, because like freshman year there was a bunch of drama with like this friend group in particular, and so for a while I just kind of like pulled back. Like we all got some space and clarity and like time, and then now like we've been hanging out like a good bit. So don't like stress yourself out, but don't do anything that's like so concrete and like forever.
I try to always end things on like a good note. Like if you like got in a fight with someone, like just try to make it right, because you don't know like how that person will help you or hurt you in the future.
You just don't want to like leave people with all these like bad thoughts and like bad blood between you.
Yeah, like again, drama is gonna happen. Like you're gonna not have the friends you came into high school with. Like things are gonna change, but just through all that, just make sure that you're making amends and like making things right, or at least just not ending things on like a horrible note. Continuing on with that theme, the friends you make are not going to be the friends you keep. At least, I mean, I've been lucky enough to have like Maggie and Leanne and like our whole friend group since middle school, which is really nice, but I know not a lot of people have that at all. People say, wow, high school really changed me, but it's like you're in high school from age 14 to age 18. Like if you don't change in those 4 years, like something is wrong. Like I say that all the time. But like in those years, people are going to change, you know, you just kind of have to learn to like let those people go.
And like even though we've like had this friend group all through high school, like I wouldn't say when we were actually in high school that we were like each other's main friend group all the time.
Definitely.
Like we definitely like talk to each other and we're friends-ish.
I mean, were we not friends?
No, I'm kidding. It's just sort of different. It's okay for like those people who you thought like, oh my god, like I'm gonna see them every day for the rest of my life. It's like okay for them to like not be your best friends anymore.
Yeah.
Like if you try to stay in the same friend group like as your main friend group forever, you're like holding yourself back.
There's definitely like people that I became friends with like freshman and sophomore year that I just kind of grew out of being friends with when I was an upperclassman, because I realized like we don't really mesh together, and you're not always going to like mesh with other people. Like people are gonna have different personalities. It's not gonna work out. And you just have to accept that like not everyone wants to be your friend.
You guys and like our whole friend group, that was like my main group throughout middle school, and like in high school I noticed like everyone kind of started like making their own groups, and like some people in our friend group went to different schools. So I was like kind of like, oh no, like what's happening to my friend group? Like these are supposed to be my people. But then I like slowly found more friends in like my classes and like my homeroom, and it's kind of scary to kind of stray away from like your core friend group, but you're gonna find other friends and then you'll like them, I mean, just as much as you like that friend group, and things change and you just kind of have to be able to adapt to it.
Our friend group all changed and like split apart, but like the people we became were still like compatible. We just weren't like always hanging out all the time. Like we still hang out with that friend group like every now and then. So I would like, you're not gonna lose them forever, chances are. I mean, some people you might lose forever, but oh, we could go on about this one.
High school boys suck. High school boys are the worst.
I can't.
Unless you're like super lucky, you are not gonna find a great guy. Like you're not.
Like chances are you're gonna find like a good-ish guy, maybe. Most of the time they're gonna be pretty mediocre or bad. I'll say it.
Okay, but just think about it like this way. You personally are going through like a lot of changes. You're changing your personality, you're changing in like your study habits, just everything is just kind of changing. You're growing up more. But you have to think like on the other side of it, a lot of boys like aren't mature either. Like they're still trying to grow up. They're still trying to learn a lot of things. So like you aren't gonna find a guy who's gonna be everything you ever possibly could need. You can't give that to someone either. So don't expect your Prince Charming. You're just gonna find greasy high school boys.
That's so true. If you're in a relationship and it's just like making you more like upset and annoyed and like taking so much energy and not really giving like enough back. I would just say get out of it because it's really not that bad to be single in high school.
Yeah, like I had no boyfriends in all of high school and I lived. Wow.
Yeah, and I also like when I was like I did have some boyfriends in high school, but when I was single, like I got to like work on myself.
I mean, I had one boyfriend for most of high school, and then like I had like a few little things senior year. But
Just a few.
the boyfriends like I had and like the things I had was like what I like needed or wanted at the time. You might end up realizing that what you needed or wanted at the beginning of the relationship might not be what it still is at the end of it, and then that's kind of when you know that like it's time to break up.
If someone's not treating you right or you just don't feel like this thing or relationship is going your way, like it's okay to break it off. I know so many couples who are like, we almost broke up. We almost broke up. Like every day, like he's gonna break up with me. Like just break up. Oh my god, like it's so annoying.
And it's also really likely that your high school boyfriend will not go to the same college as you, so your relationship will most likely not last after high school.
But like with that being said, like I still like encourage you to like date and like find people. I mean, don't like actively look for relationships. That's the thing that gets me so mad is when people like are like, I need to find a boyfriend. I'm looking for a boyfriend. I'm looking for a girlfriend, whatever. But it's like, if you're actively looking for a relationship, it's not gonna happen. It just needs to happen naturally. Okay, moving on a little bit more about like, this is about like
sex.
I feel like a lot of people in high school like are like, I'm not leaving high school a virgin. Like I've seen so many people.
Oh my god. So I feel like it's about knowing yourself and your own boundaries, because don't do something just because you think you should or other people are doing it or your friends are doing it. You feel like you have to catch up. Because like hooking up with people, having sex, like all of that stuff, if it's like your thing, great. But it doesn't make you like a wiser person, a better person. Like it doesn't add all these
It
things
also
to it.
doesn't make you a slut or like a whore.
Yeah,
like,
facts. It doesn't make you a bad person. So like don't use any of those things as your reasoning to like not do it. I would just say like, I know for me personally, I would like, if I were to have a lot of like hookups or like have sex with a lot of people, I would just get too emotionally attached. Like that's just who I am as a person, and I'm not willing to like deal with that right now. So like for me, like I didn't hook up or have sex with anyone in high school, and that was my choice. But I know so many people who did.
do it if you want. Just make sure you're safe.
Yeah, make sure you're safe. And also, I would recommend being sober enough.
Oh. People always say like, oh my gosh, high school parties, like on TV shows, like they've got like the big like house red solo cup parties, but like
those don't exist. Like I mean, there's like a few. Like I feel like Halloween was like a time where stuff like that happened. But like I never went to one of those. Like I mean, I went to some parties where like people were drinking or whatever, but it was never like these big things. I don't know.
Everything you've seen in movies about high school
is just like wrong, or only there
Not
like
true.
0.5% of the time.
Yeah.
And I think it also like partially depends on like what high school you go to, because like I know I feel like our high school didn't have like as big of a party culture, whereas like one of our like friends' high schools is like super party. I feel like I've seen like a lot of parties like happening there, so I think it just depends on where you end up.
If you just don't want your friend doing something stupid, deciding to drive when they like are out of their mind, you just want to keep everyone safe. So I would definitely like have plans going into parties. I didn't drink while I was in high school. I didn't do drugs while I was in high school. And that was like fine. No one ever made me feel bad about that. Literally not one time. And if they do make you feel bad about it, there's plenty of people who won't, so just like get over it. But also if you drink and like do all that stuff, as long as you're safe, you shouldn't feel bad about that either. It's like, it's just everyone's own preference, I feel like.
Also, make sure to like limit yourself a little bit. You don't want to get addicted to something in high school.
Oh my gosh.
We can segue into the next one. Don't vape.
Guys,
please don't. Oh God.
Nicotine is like the third or fourth most addictive drug of all time, and you don't even get like a high from it. Like you don't even get like a
literally
good high.
so like useless, annoying, expensive.
It's literally made for you to like get addicted to. Like if you wanna have fun at a party, like smoke weed or like drink. Like don't vape. Like hitting a jewel or hitting just whatever is the dumbest thing ever, and it is so unattractive.
I just don't know the people around me like doing that, and I don't know, like I didn't judge them, but it was just annoying. Like that's my one thing. Like I had plenty of friends who drank, I had plenty of friends who smoked weed, I had plenty of friends who had sex, but like being addicted to something is just so like not healthy for you, number one,
Yeah.
expensive, number two, unattractive to everyone around you, number three.
And plus, like, so many things are coming out now about like how
your
vaping is
lungs can
affecting you.
collapse, like
Yeah, like just don't do it. Like, drink if you want, smoke weed if you want, or like just do anything but vape. Like,
Seriously.
vaping is the worst.
It's
thing
also
you could
just like
possibly
kind of
do.
cringy to me at least.
Yeah. And the last piece of advice, and this I said in my last video about high school advice, is to make the most of your time in high school because it goes by so fast.
Do stuff because you want to, not because you feel like it's cool or like you should.
Yeah, no, like do cringy things.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't do things you'll regret, but like, I don't know, just have fun with your friends.
Don't wait to like have fun because
Yeah.
I definitely like fall semester I was kind of just like, oh, I'll just get like college stuff done
Yes.
and I'll like wait and have fun second semester, and then second semester like didn't really happen.
Facts. I literally like I feel like there's all this fun stuff at the end of second semester of your senior year. And like so fall semester I wasn't really pressed to have fun. Like I still did stuff. But I not like looking back I almost wish I would have like I don't know, just like taken advantage of everything more.
It does suck sometimes, but just try to make the most out of it because it doesn't last forever, and it's kind of your last time to be a kid and not really worry about
Yeah,
anything.
exactly.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Part 1 of this video will be linked somewhere, but make sure you check that out if you haven't already. And thank you for Maggie and Leanne for joining me in this video.
So you better like, subscribe,
And
comment,
turn on the notification bell.
touch that little bell, and that's it.